Okay, in the video that we had last, whichever way it went, that last video we took off the doors and had taken off the doors and was talking about all the stuff I have to do. I got a Christmas present from a buddy of mine. He got me a Ingersoll die grinder, and I got me some 3-inch discs, and that's so I can fix that piece up there and all that. So I'll that piece that I was talking about right here where it's rusted. So what I did was I got this piece here bent and formed up, so if you like, you can see that there's a compound curve there, but it fits perfect right down in there now. So now we can cut that off and trim it up and get it to where we're going to get rid of this rust right here. And I got me a few tools to add to that process. So I got this wire wheel that we can get in there a little better, but that wire wheel will be able to get up here where we talked about last time. And then I ended up getting me some seam sealer. I'll tell you what, this fast and firm stuff, you know, this does $50. Talk about going up. But I got some more high build prime, and then some medium reducer, and then this is hardener. So with this high build primer that I get, it's 4 parts of that, 1 hardener and 1 reducer. So and then we can get these all filled in. And tomorrow, since I got that die grinder for Christmas, tomorrow that's what I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut that and get that back out where it's supposed to be. It just, when you look at it here, let me see if we can see it. When you look at it like that, you can see a divot. So I can tell. And that fender it doesn't seem right to me. And I think what I was talking about is we're going to make a slit in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill out the spot welds and stuff, or get that separated again, because I think that fender actually from about here where that point comes back in, I think there to there, that whole thing needs to come out, because I think this is, when I did that, I think I went in too much with it. So if that makes sense. But just that little box of stuff right here, that, I'm telling you guys, is ridiculous. Get the receipt open. Yeah, that's $160 some just for that. And all that's going to do is basically paint the corners or the quarters and inside the, where I need to get it all high build filled on there. This project, I'm telling you, that's why it's going so slow. It's because it took me 3 months to save the money to buy that. But I think that will get us, with our other gallon of high build primer, I think I will have enough now to finish all this car up. But also, was back up here under the hood, and I was trying to figure out what all needed to be done. This is what happens when you work on a project. You take it all apart and you do all that stuff, and then your wife rolls her car, and 2 years later you get back on it, and then you're like, yeah, I labeled everything, but, well, I shouldn't say everything. I labeled most everything. But up in here, I don't have I need to get that all cleaned out. The distributor's open, and I can see some dust and stuff up on there. But also, I think the points are probably got some oxidization on it and stuff, with it being, if all this got some surface rust on it, like back there and stuff did, I'm sure those points being open like that are probably need to be cleaned up. And I do have some another set of points, but I want to get this like all cleaned up. This here still needs to be, I need to hook this stuff back up, like that little wire goes over there. This one, I can't remember if it goes there or there, but I'm thinking since the way it's shaped, I'm assuming it goes on that one because of the way the wire's bent. That goes there, and then I bet you both of those, if I remember right, went there. I got a book over here. I'll look it up just to be sure, because that's the kind of stuff I can't remember. I just can't remember where things like that went. But also, I still got to hook up the shift and linkage, the rest of it over there. But it's just also the down underneath on the transmission. That's where I think it's still disconnected. It may not be. I may have connected it, but I can't remember. But then also got to hook up the transmission tube and stuff. But I still have these holes here, there. I got to weld them up, and I got the doors over there. Got to get them welded up. So I have been working on this thing. It just takes so long doing all this stuff, and when you're trying to scoot around in a wheelchair, this is my thing. Is so like get back over here. When I do this, I gotta like see if I can get you up in there, pointed in there. Get this out of the way. So I want to kind of do this and show you in stages. So when I'm doing this, this is what I gotta do. See if we can get that to sit there. You guys are crooked. So, like, okay, to get up in their carburetor and stuff, get my leg, you gotta go up here. Then you gotta get up here. You gotta set there. Then you gotta reach in there and do stuff like this, right? Or you gotta, like, try to get there and then pull here and go like this. And then you work on things. But that don't always work. And it's a pain in the butt. So, and trying to lay up there like that, I gotta figure out a better way to get up in there to the distributor and the carbonator and all the other nators. Because just doing that wore me the freak out. Now, I could, if I take the tire off, I could put 1 foot on each side of the drum, and then I could stand up better on the side over here. But yeah, that's kind of my problem. I'm fat. The wheelchair argues with me, or I argue with it. But the other thing I noticed, yeah, I forgot to stick the dipstick tube for the transmission back on. So, if you look, there's a puddle. It's not a very big puddle, but right there, there's a little bit of a puddle. I don't know how well it showed up on camera. The other thing was, the back springs on this car are a little soft. I mean, that's just the way the old cars rode. So let me get around here. The back springs are a little soft. So I went and started hunting up springs I had and see if we can find something. Yeah, nothing I got's tall enough or comes close. But, I mean, it's not bad. It's just that old school, you know, softness. I don't know how else to describe it. Let's set this up here. See, like, when you pull down on it, it's stiff, but it gives quite a bit. So when you're on the road or you go in a turn a corner or something, the back end wants to roll a little bit. So I was just thinking of how I can make it stiffer and what have you. But while we're over here, this spot's still high. I did sand down this whole fender again. So, and then there's a little high spot right here. But I think we're fine with those because this one here probably could go down some more. I know you can see that spot. I can see it on camera, so I know you guys can see that. And then right here by the filler neck, or the filler door, we're still a little high right here too. I shouldn't say door because there's no door there. It's a screw-on cap. Which my cap I have to find it. I think it's in the trunk. But my cap, the seal on it's bad. So I got some gasket material. I'm gonna cut me a new gasket and stick it on there and see if I can make that work. But right here is the same thing. It's like what I got on the other side, where that inner tub would be on the other side. That I pressed over. So this side though is dinked in right here, but I can see where underneath it just doesn't feel right and doesn't look right when you get underneath there. So I still got to fix that. So, but and then on the top here, oh, I hit the door. Good thing I done no body work to it yet. But then up here, okay, up here is the same thing. Is trying to sand all of that up there has not been easy. So, and there again, having to try to stand long enough to get to it is a pain. So, I need to find my dang walker. I can do that better if I'm doing my walker. So, but I'm wore out. But doing this roof, it's not so bad. I mean, like I said, I can stand. It's just climbing up to get to stand. It's not like if my truck where I got something to pull up to, like the bed side or something like that. This thing, there's not much to grab. But we will we'll get back to finishing this up and I just don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I've been trying to do all this sanding, but you spend 6 hours sanding, and what are you going to do? Do a video of 6 hours of sanding? But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably get that spot replaced and do that other part, and then we'll have something to show y'all. I just don't have nothing to show y'all. We did get a new cabinet and put up all of our Milwaukee tools and stuff. So we got a new light. We got a new shop light. I don't know what the kids did with it. What do you do with that? What'd you do with it, girl? Oh, there, I see it. So, I got this, I don't know, is Beyond Bright is what this thing is. They're not sponsored or nothing like that. But I guarantee you I'll be able to see something with that. 7,000 lumens. Yeah. So what I want to do is I'm going to put me a fixture up here because we got the, all the shelves and oil and stuff. I did get a light put up there. Gregory helped me get a light up there. But yeah, we'll get a light over there, and it's definitely needed. But because I've been making rod holders, so if you guys haven't seen that video, you can go watch that video of me doing rod holders. So the start of my rod holder is right here, and then it goes through and becomes this stage, and then gets I'll just show you down there, so picking them up. And then it gets a foot plate on it, and then I bend it up for a fishing pole holder. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I was going to try to stand up here and see if I can get up that high. See, when I got something like this to pull onto, I get up there. Now I can lean like this. I don't know if you can see me, but you lean like this, and then I can reach that. But I can only, like you can see, I'm only able to sand for a little bit of time. So I get one done, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done, and that one's done, but those two up there still need to be done. And then that side over there needs to be done. But cover up my butt here. I'll find my chair. Okay, so that's kind of what I got to deal with. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And then we got to weld up these. So y'all see, basically you see the bullshit I got to deal with. So, it's not fun, but it is life, and it's kind of the way things go. So I guess this is just kind of a ranting video of what I've been doing and what I should do. And I think that the best thing to do is just get that spot done on the cow where the rust is, so I can bolt the hood hinges back on and all that. But I want to get that painted and get all that done. I've got the primer now, so maybe this next week I can get all this sanding done. I've probably got 3 or 4 more hours worth of sanding maybe. But I got to come out here. I got to do for a little bit and go in the house. Rest, catch my breath, chill out. Like, that really hurts my back doing that. So, I mean, I can stand. I can't walk. That's why I'm in a wheelchair. But standing is just so much in itself, guys. So, be patient with me. We're getting there. I will, we should have this body work done. I'm hoping to have this body work done by mid-February. So, we'll see how it goes. So, hey, till next time, guys. Appreciate you watching. Be blessed. Have a great night, day, week, year. It is the new year. So, happy New Year's as well. Later.